Welcome health enthusiasts, foodies, and the simply curious to Organics by AI, where we take a deep dive into the world of health myths and peel back the layers of misinformation. This video series is all about questioning the status quo, challenging popular beliefs, and spotlighting the controversial nature of topics we all wrestle with daily. We'll be sinking our teeth into juicy subjects like organic foods, veganism, fad diets, superfoods, juice cleanses, gluten-free diets, protein powders, and sugar-free products. Not here to tell you what to eat, but to give you a fresh perspective on what you might be eating. Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride into the world of health and nutrition. In this series, controversy is our main course, and we're serving it piping hot. Bite into our first topic, the organic misconception. We're here to talk about the misconceptions about organic food. You might think going organic is like owning a golden ticket to health. Tantalizing taste, zero pesticides, and a superhero cape for your immune system. But hold on to your carrots. It's not always as rosy as it seems. Firstly, not necessarily. Nutrient doesn't wear an organic badge. It's all about the soil, the sun, and the seasons. And better tasting, well, that's as subjective as pineapple on pizza. As organic pesticide-free? It just means the pesticides are derived from natural sources. So if you thought you were dodging that bullet, you might want to rethink your strategy. So next time you reach for that organic apple, remember you might just be paying for the label. Imagine a vampire who's a vegan. Now that's a plot twist even Hollywood would flinch at. Picture this, our blood-sucking friend swaggering about in the moonlight, but instead of preying on unsuspecting victims, he's hunting for the ripest tomatoes. It's a scene straight out of a Bram Stoker novel if Bram Stoker had a penchant for plant-based diets. Now let's take this analogy a step further. This vegan vampire represents those among us who dive headfirst into a new diet or lifestyle without considering the full implications. Just like our vampire friend who's suddenly realized he can't quench his thirst with a beetroot smoothie, we often find ourselves in a pickle, realizing that our new diet isn't exactly what we expected. So, before you decide to go full vampire or vegan, remember to do your research. Understand what you're getting into and make sure it's sustainable for you. Because our dear vegan vampire might just have to settle for tomato juice after all. Ever heard of the pizza-only diet? Me neither, but it sounds like a dream, doesn't it? We've all been there, scrolling through social media, stumbling upon the latest diet trend. One day it's the cabbage soup diet. The next it's the ice cream diet. Oh, and let's not forget the baby food diet. Yes, you heard me right, baby food. These fad diets promise quick results, but let's take a moment to think. Is it really about the speed or is it about the journey? Because the last time I checked, fast didn't always mean better. And while the idea of eating only pizza or ice cream sounds like a delightful dream, the reality can be a bit more of a nightmare. So before you jump on the next bacon and butter diet, remember this: the road to a healthy lifestyle isn't about speed, it's about sustainability. Remember folks, fast weight loss doesn't mean furious eating. Are you eating superfoods or being a superfool? That's the question to chew on today. You see, the world of food has its own superheroes. They wear capes made of kale, wield swords of spirulina, and boast shields of chia seeds. But are these so-called superfoods as heroic as they are hyped to be? Now don't get me wrong, these foods are indeed packed with nutrients. But here's the kicker, so are many other everyday foods. The term superfood is a marketing masterstroke, a word that can make the mundane seem magical. A banana, for instance, is just as super as a pricey packet of goji berries. So next time you're in the supermarket, remember this: the biggest superpower of these superfoods may just be their ability to lighten your wallet. Not so super now, are they? So are you really eating superfoods or just supermarketed foods? Hey folks, let's take a little break from our foodie fables and have a quick chat. Imagine we're all sitting down at a grand luncheon, a feast of knowledge, if you will. Now, just like how you'd pass the salt to your fellow diners, we need you to pass on the love. That's right. If you're enjoying this buffet of food myths and facts, why not hit that like button? It's like a virtual cheers to us. And while you're at it, do consider subscribing. It's just like booking your table at this grand feast, ensuring you never miss out on our fresh servings of insight. So, while we won't be serving up any superfoods or juice cleanses at this luncheon, we guarantee a hearty helping of fun food facts. Now, on with the show. Remember, your interactions help us cook up more content for you. So hit that like, subscribe, and let's continue our culinary quest. Ever wondered what your insides think during a juice cleanse? Let's imagine, shall we? Your stomach, usually a hard-working chap, suddenly finds itself on an unexpected vacation. All it has to process is liquid, so it's lounging about, sipping on a cocktail, when suddenly it's hit with a pang of longing for a good old-fashioned steak or a crunchy salad. Meanwhile, your liver, the detox superstar, is rolling its metaphorical eyes. It's thinking, oh great, another juice cleanse? I've been doing this detox job since you were born, mate, but sure, let's pretend your 3-day juice detox is the magic solution. Your intestines, oh, they are not happy. They are usually bustling, breaking down complex food items. Now they're like a bored conveyor belt with nothing to convey. In the midst of all this, your taste buds are staging a protest, craving for something, anything that's not liquid. So next time you think about a juice cleanse, remember your insides might just be screaming for solid food. Gluten-free, the trendiest health buzzword of the decade. It's everywhere, from your local supermarket to your favorite high-end restaurant. But is going gluten-free genuinely beneficial or just another marketing gimmick? Let's slice into this bread of contention, shall we? Gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, is like that one friend who's always the life of the party, fun for most, but a bit too much for some. For those with celiac disease or gluten intolerance, a gluten-free diet is a must. But for the rest of us, is it necessary? Here's the crust of the matter. Unless you're one of the few with a medical condition, going gluten-free won't magically make you healthier. In fact, many gluten-free products are high in sugar and low in nutrients. It's like swapping your regular toast for a marshmallow. So, before you ditch the dough, make sure you're not just falling for the gluten-free gaffe. Ever seen someone puffing protein powder like it's a magic potion? It's quite the spectacle, isn't it? Akin to watching a magician whip up a spell. Only this time, the spell is supposed to summon biceps and triceps instead of rabbits and doves. Our society's fascination with protein powder is nothing short of amusing. It's as if people believe that merely sniffing the stuff will turn them into the Incredible Hulk. Now, don't get me wrong. Protein is important, especially for those pumping iron on a regular basis. But let's not forget that protein powder is a supplement, not a replacement for a balanced diet. It's like thinking you can whip up a 3-course meal using only salt. Sounds ridiculous, right? Well, relying solely on protein powder for your nutritional needs is equally absurd. Protein powder can help you achieve your fitness goals, sure, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Remember, folks, protein powder isn't pixie dust. You still gotta hit the gym. Sugar-free sounds sweet, doesn't it? But it's not always as sweet as it sounds. Let's dive into the sticky world of the sugar-free scandal. We've all seen it. That shiny label proclaiming sugar-free as if it's the golden ticket to guiltless indulgence. But hold on to your sweet tooth, folks. Let's spill the tea, or rather the artificial sweetener, shall we? Often these so-called sugar-free products are loaded with hidden sugars. Yes, you heard right. Hidden sugars. They sneak in under aliases like maltodextrin, fruit juice concentrate, or even the seemingly innocent organic cane juice. They're like the secret agents of the food world, slipping unnoticed into your diet. And then there's the paradox of the sugar-free dessert. That's like saying dry water. It's a contradiction in terms, a culinary oxymoron. So next time you reach for that sugar-free treat, remember the sweetest thing might just be the marketing. All right, folks, it's time to wrap up our comedic bite into health. We've navigated through the controversial bite, debunked the organic misconception, met the vegan vampire, raced through the fast and the furious, questioned the superfood or superfool debate, explored the inside story, laughed at the gluten-free gaffe, puffed through the protein powder puff, and unmasked the sugar-free scandal. The world of health and nutrition is a jungle, and easy to get lost in the thicket of trends and buzzwords. But remember, the key to surviving this jungle is to keep your humor and your skepticism intact. Don't just swallow what the health gurus feed you. Instead, chew on it, question it, and do your own research. And if you thought this series was a roller coaster ride, wait till you see what we have in store for you next. We're going to dive deeper, laugh louder, and debunk harder. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for another wild ride in the world of health trends. Remember, in the world of health, it's always better to laugh than to cry. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay healthy. Before we say goodbye, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this series and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in our next series.